Hey everybody, it's Christine. Welcome to a new video series where I'm doing the Magical Memories series, which is going to be different projects based on Disney themes, whether it's Disneyland, Disney World, characters, princesses, and I'm going to be joined by friends all week long. Today I'm joined by Rebecca and Caitlin, so be sure to check out their links down below and visit their videos as well and see what inspiration they've got for you. I am starting things off today by using a cut file that I created. And I just used a large circle and two smaller circles to create a mouse head. And then I copied and pasted different sizes and welded them all together and created this fun little file. Now, it was not terribly complicated, nor was it terribly time consuming. It just was a matter of sitting down and doing it. And I am adding it onto this black and white patterned paper, and I'm going to use the negative space for my actual page, but I'm going to use the positive space now here to add in all those little white pieces that will help separate the heads. So instead of looking like a big blob, it actually looks like a whole bunch of heads. This was a quick and easy way to create a one-of-a-kind layout, and it was just something that kind of came to me as I was thinking about the different layouts that I wanted to do this week, and I was really pleased with how it came together. So if that's something you're interested in and you don't know how to do that, certainly leave me a comment and I will be happy to talk you through the details a little bit more, but I didn't want to talk everyone through the details in case most people already know how to do it. But it's a fun technique, so give it a whirl, and there you go. So now that I've pulled up the positive space and added in those white pieces, you can see how that background really makes a nice, unique look. Now I'm going to add on my picture, and I'm going to go ahead and trim this picture down to be a square 4x4. And it's a picture of my oldest son and me and my husband at our last trip to Disneyland. And, you know, he was 11 there. It's probably the last time he'll look at Disneyland through a kid's eyes versus a little more grown up. And so I thought it was a good memory to go ahead and capture. And I am mounting that onto some red cardstock, and then I'm going to add it on to this yellow and white patterned paper. I cut that out to be kind of a Polaroid shape so that I can add my title to it. That paper comes from Simple Stories and is part of their Say Cheese collection. I'm not sure which one it is. I will link you up to it down below because they have 3 different collections, so you have lots of options there. And that black and white background paper also comes from them. Now I am going to use, again, from the Say Cheese collection, one of their cut apart pieces, which I cut down to 4x6, and now I'm going and fussy cutting it out so that I can create a title. And I am it's going to say love or heart this moment, and add that onto the Polaroid look to create a look all of its own. I love to fussy cut my titles, and there just wasn't one that I had already that was ready to roll, so I just opted for using one of the cut apart pages. Now, all week long, I'm going to have friends joining me, and I'm going to have several giveaways. One of the giveaways, which I will talk about now, is for the entire week. And that giveaway is a giveaway of the Say Cheese 3 collection. So all you have to do for that is be a subscriber and leave me a comment. You can enter every single day. You can enter on all my friends' videos and get tons and tons of entries. So be sure to get entered for that, and I will pick a winner on July 1st for that prize. Now, I'm going to have another giveaway later in the week for this little adhesive that I'm using right now. So you're going to want to be sure to keep an eye out for when that giveaway is going on. But what I'm using here is my Easy Runner from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. And I have switched out, if you were watching, you saw I switched out the cartridge inside from the traditional sized one to the micro cartridge, which is only 1/8 of an inch wide and works really great for adding on die cut pieces, fussy cut pieces, all those little tiny pieces that are impossible to get with a traditional sized runner. And so now you see I'm switching it back out to the regular sized one so I can start doing the embellishing on the layout. Now the Say Cheese collections have die cut pieces, and they have stickers, and they have chipboard, and they have all kinds of stuff. I am just going to be working with the die cut pieces and stickers. I didn't buy every single piece to the collection because I didn't want you to feel like you have to buy every single piece of a collection to make things work. And you'll see how I combine pieces from collections with my own ideas, my own generic supplies to create these Disney layouts, just like I did with the background. That was all my own. But now you can see I'm using stickers, I'm using die cut pieces, and those help speed things up, certainly. But you don't have to be exclusive to ready-made stuff. And, you know, there's several companies that have made Disney-themed products. They are not specifically titled Disney stuff, but there are also lots of Disney licensed options out there available in big box stores and such. So you can get as specific or generic as you want to as you create Disney projects. The important part is just to make sure you capture those memories, however you approach it. I certainly have tons of pictures from those fun days at Disneyland, and so capturing those memories takes a long time, but can also be a really fun task to do and fun to relive those moments. So this little piece here I want to talk about a little bit. This is a die cut film strip piece from Simple Stories, and I just backed it with white cardstock and then cut it out. And I am adding on the letters to my son's name here. Just so happened the film strip had 5 spots, and so that worked perfectly for Timmy's name. Now, you can see already the red is really bright on those letters. And so I actually end up deciding off camera I want to go with a more toned down red. I felt like it was too bright up against that heart there. And so I end up switching the letters later on. So if you look at the end layout, you'll see it's a different style and different color. You're not seeing things. I did change things up. Now I am now going to add on some personal touches without having to have the themed collection. I am just using some stars. I just punched them out with a regular punch in that coordinating blue that's in my title, and I'm just adding those with foam adhesive. And this is a really easy way to make things your own. Use a star punch, use a heart punch, use some coordinating cardstock, coordinating patterned paper, and just personalize it that way. I ultimately decided I didn't want the cardstock or the layout to be completely white, and so I'm going to back it now. And so you can see I'm cutting out the center. I just went in 1.5 inches all the way and cut out the center so I can still use a big chunk of that patterned paper. And then I cut 1 inch off all the way around of my layout. And so I added to that just to add a good contrasting background and break up that white. I don't tend to do a lot of exclusively white stuff. The last thing I'm doing is just adding some red mist splatters just to bring out a little more red on the layout. And that is it for today. So be sure to make sure and subscribe, check out the links, leave a comment, and get in on that giveaway. We'll see you tomorrow with another new Disney video.